Hello. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are on our planet Earth. This is Sruta. Welcome to Love, Forgive, Live. And of course, wow. So we made it into 2021. How amazing. We're in the new year. Well, I'm for one excited, but surprised by some of the strange things that this new year has been showing us. I'm sure those of you who are listening have heard a lot of strange things happening. I won't spend time on topics like that because I think we've had enough of it. What I will speak about is that what do you want? And I'm going to discuss what you do want and what you do need rather than what you don't want, because a lot of time when we ask what do people want, they immediately spend time on what they don't want. So that's what I'll be talking about today. Once again, my name is Sruta Aglago. I'm the host, creator of Love, Forgive, Live. I created this to empower, encourage, and of course, motivate my brothers and sisters out there. And sometimes I do inspire. Okay? That's my goal, to spread a little love and cheer in my corner of the world and do my part to spread good vibes. I love being kind, and I think that's one of the best things about me. And of course, I think creating kindness is a way we manage and connect each other and realize that we are truly one. We are truly one family, the human race. So it is important for us to recognize that and be able to spend time with ourselves and figure out what exactly is it that we want. And here's a rub or something that I think we should all think about. Ask yourself this question. Why would you use your most precious commodity to purchase something that you don't want, that has no value, no purpose, no goal, and no growth in your life? Why would you do that to yourself? And believe me, I've asked this question many times of myself, and I sit down and I actually write down why. And sometimes it's hard to be that self-reflective and be vulnerable to yourself. I know it may sound silly to say this, but to be vulnerable to yourself is facing truth in yourself and understanding where you fell short of yourself and where you need to invest your time, where you need to invest your own focus to grow and cultivate something much more profound in your life. So that's a very important question. Why would you use your most precious commodity to get something that you do not want, that has no value to you, does not add to you, does not benefit you, and does not give you any growth? What I am talking about is your mindset or your mind. A lot of time people will say, oh, I want. But if you really sit down and ask them questions that allows them to think about what it is that they want, it becomes clear to them that what they thought and believe that they want is really nothing. So it's important to answer the question, Why would you take your greatest commodity that you can use to get anything in the world, and you choose to use it to get something that is valueless? And this is important because I think it'll put a lot of things into perspective for all of us so that we can focus on what we need to put our attention on and not what we think we should put our attention on and it has no value to us. In doing so, I would ask this: why do you use your commodity to purchase something that gives you pain, leaves you broken, leaves you hurt, unsatisfied, and empty? That's the second question. What is that? The material things you chase doesn't make you feel good. Doesn't make you sleep at night when you're at peace. Do you sleep peacefully with that? The things you chase, how satisfying is it? Is it taking away the fear? Is it taking away the deep-seated neglect that you feel inside? Does it take away the feeling of emptiness? Does it take away that gut-wrenching disbelief in a world? Does it take away the disappointment that you felt from your past? The hurt from your loved ones that have let you down? And the times when you needed somebody and nobody showed up? Did it take that away? Those are the questions I want you to answer to yourself. You see, that's what you're chasing. That's what you thought you want. And you're spending your hard-earned commodity, your mind, your attention, your focus, chasing. And what does it do? It leaves you broken, angry, empty, bitter, enraged. And you wonder, why am I feeling this way? First, answer that question. Why would you use your greatest commodity to get something that has no value to you? What you seek is not the real world. It's empty. That's why every single time you seek it and get it, you still are left dissatisfied. Because the love never came with it. You can't buy it. You must first remember it within yourself and begin to feel it and know how it felt like when you had it. You see, you had the love already before you were born. You had it in you before you came to planet Earth. But for some strange reason, you started getting disappointed in what you thought you could get, what you thought you would receive. And then the disappointment became a shield that you used to cover yourself with and believe that that will protect you. And that will prevent you from being hurt. But that's far from it. The truth is far from it. So what are you going to do? How are you going to start cultivating something meaningful? Truth. That's what we're going to start looking for. What you do want. Because what you don't want is the fear, anger, rage, bitterness, envy. and covering or coveting. Or some may say choosing to hide because they start thinking of limitations. But the truth of the matter is this: there is no lack. The universe has more than enough to go around for every single being, present and future, has more than enough. It never runs out. You have that at your disposal. You can have it. So thinking of lack actually brings more lack to you. The best part is to start believing in true possibilities and believing that you have the love already, and allow that to steer you to truth. Allow that to give you the key to unlocking what will begin to give your heart and mind what it needs to look at and focus on, and then begin to have that back to you. One of the most important thing I would talk about right now is this. What you want and want to focus on, we're going to discuss. The truth of the matter is, what you want and want to focus on, newsflash, you don't really have to work hard at it. That's the strange thing. The things that you truly do want, you don't have to work hard at it. The things that you don't want, that's the one you work hard at getting. And then when you do get it, it leaves you empty. It leaves you with nothing. And it's so strange that the one that you don't work hard for is the one that sustains you, is the one that is truth, is the one that gives you peace. So here we go. What you do want and what you need to focus on is freedom. You are not this flesh, this earth suit. You are beyond that. You are free. You are a spirit having a human experience. You are formless, limitless, free. And see, that freedom comes from your mindset. That freedom comes from your mindset and what you believe in your heart. And that's not something somebody can give you. You have to conceive of it in your head, in your mind, and understand that it is real and it's truth. Because that freedom is not about the perception of a space or time. It transcends all that. That's the beauty. We have people who are not behind bars, but they feel they don't have freedom. And we have people who are behind bars, but are free. It's in the mind. Believe it. That's where you need to go to. It's not from the outside. It has nothing physical. It has no bearing on it. Take a look at it. Understand what it is. Learn it. And figure out how freedom can be attained in the mind. Because believe me, that mind is a battleground. Begin to cultivate the freedom and believe it and start using it for what it is. You become that. You deny it, you become bound. You become imprisoned in your mind. This is what it is about. Number 2, You want peace and boundless peace of the divine, of the creator, of the universe. That peace transcends any form of understanding. Beyond your own understanding, it is so powerful and so incredibly relaxing that you would ever imagine living without that level of peace within you. And that's the thing, though. You can have it, but only if you believe it and understand that you already have that within you. That is truth. Nobody can take that away from you or give you that either. Only you can create that, because you have the power, the potential, and the possibility within you to create that. So create that, because that's what you want. The third one of what you truly want is joy. Joy. That is unending joy. You know how you wake up in the morning and you're just in a good mood. You are just feeling good. Meanwhile, if anybody asks you, why are you feeling so good? You can't even give them an answer. Anyone asks you, what's so great about today? You don't even know what to say. All you know is you just feel good. You know, you wake up and it seems like everybody's going like, oh, the world is awful and this and that. And you're just walking. You know, I'm going to try and sing this song. Don't mock me. I'm not a singer, but this song just popped in my head. Yes, I am random like that. I forgot the group that sang this song. This is like an 80s song. I'm walking on sunshine. Yeah, yeah. I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa. And I'm feeling good. That's how much I can sing. I can't sing to save my life. That's all I can say. I can't even hold a tune properly. Anyways, but that song just popped in my head. I'm walking on sunshine. That feeling is that boundless joy. Unending joy. It doesn't mean that the situations or the problems that you're having, you're ignoring it or you're pretending it's not there. No. You're not delusional. You know it's there. You know it's not gone. But here's the thing. You are choosing to focus on what is working for you. Because focusing on what is not working will do you in. That's how you start getting more and more depressed. Because you focus on what you don't have. In this life, that doesn't mean that you're going to have everything you want. So, the key is to learn to manage and still be in joy without getting what it is that you want all the time. Because you will be disappointed. There's no doubt. You will be disappointed by the world system, by the stuff that you thought you're chasing. And if you don't have it, it shouldn't do you in and make you feel like, oh, our world is over. It's not. So honestly, to get away, to get through this lifetime on planet Earth, begin to accept that, yes, you can't have everything you want. But what you can do is avail yourself. See? Avail yourself to be open for all possibility. Don't close your mind. Don't close yourself up. So that joy can keep trickling in day in and day out. Yes, people will look at you and think, oh, you are off your rockers. That's okay. It's your rock. Enjoy it. Live it. Laugh it. and let it be known to them that mock you that you are okay. You just enjoy. That joy that when people see your face, it becomes almost contagious. They see your face, they'll be like, what is she on? What does she have that I don't have? I want some of that. Yes, that endless joy. The fourth thing that you do want is abundance of what you need. All your needs are taken care of. See, you can choose to worry that the needs are not taken care of right now. But here's the truth. What you truly need at the moment is what you do get. Stop worrying about the tomorrow. Stop worrying about the future. And actually take a moment and look around and be present for the present, this moment, not the future. And stop hanging up on the past and believing the past is dragging you down. Here's the thing. If you give your past more validity and weight than your present and your future, you have literally decided that your present and future doesn't matter. The only thing that matters to you is your past, because you've determined and chosen to believe that that is what defines you as a being. And the truth of the matter is this, brothers and sisters, please hear me say this. Your past is the past. You cannot change it. Rather, accept it as it is. And move on. Let it go. And understand that the present is more than enough for you. In the future, don't worry, it'll come on its own. And when it comes, whatever it needs to be will be. Because you don't even know if you see the future anyways. So why not focus on right now? We have become so busy. Focusing on the future, we forget how beautiful and special and creative and powerful the present is. See, the present is where you become alive. The present is where you begin to dance the dance to the tune that is being played at the moment. Without a plan, the present become the music that steers the dance. And as you dance, you allow the present to grace you with its gifts of the moment. Why not open your hands, your heart, and your mind, and your entire being to be present and allow the present to give you the drums that it needs to beat so that you can begin to dance according to the drum beat. And as you dance according to the drum beat of the presence, this is what it begins to create. It creates a joyful moment where it becomes a beautiful memory. Do not get lost in the past so that you end up forgetting the beautiful poetry that the present is creating and managing and working with you and creating this beautiful memory that becomes your beautiful story. That dance, that melody, that grace of presence. There's nothing better than that. Abundance of all your needs is number 4. Remember this. Dance for the moment of the present. and move gracefully as the presence guides, drums into your steps. And believe me, that beautiful poetry becomes something more powerful than the past. The past cannot create such melody. No. Only the present has the power and the potential to do so for you in that moment. Don't be so busy worrying about the future that you begin to miss the beautiful tapestry in front of you that you are creating. Notice it, smell it, touch it, taste it, feel it. I can't say enough about presence. I could go on forever. Presence. Now is what all of it is really about. So take hold of that. Become passionate about the present. And focus on what is steering you into the present minute by minute. And in doing so, you begin to notice something powerful happens. You will begin to know that the past becomes insignificant. Rather, is the lesson that it taught you. So that you can use it to navigate the music of the present and allow you to speak through the melody and the poetry so that you may dance expressively. The fifth thing that you do want, which is real and truth, is the love, unconditional love. The unconditional love that you have before your entry into the world, before your entry into this form of physical existence. That is the most powerful one of all. That love that never ends. That love that never judges. That love that welcomes. That unconditional love that says, you are more than enough. Let me say it again. You are true royalty. You are more than enough. You are truly princesses and prince. You are truly the children of the throne. That love, if I may say so, makes you feel like there's nothing in this world you cannot do. Makes you feel taller. Makes you feel like, wait a minute. Nothing can stop me. I am not invisible. I am not invisible. But rather, I am so loved. And through that love, favor follows you from all works of life, from every angle. That love becomes almost a superpower, if I may say so. That love has the power to heal anything, has the power to heal any scar you thought you brought from the past, has the power to heal any wounds that you felt could never be healed. That love fills that space within you that you keep feeling that it's empty, that unconditional love will fill it completely, where you feel like you have abundance of love just pouring out of you, and you are able to receive and give. Here's the beautiful thing. Even if you don't feel the love and you want it, and this is from personal experience, begin to give others around you that love you wish you had, that love you wish you could feel. Just give it by being that open-hearted and helping others and being loving to others. You don't need to be related to them, because guess what? We are one. We come from one family, the family of the human race, knowing that we are created by one creator. That love is what binds us all together, makes us bond together. And if we just open our hearts and our minds and allow the love to grow in us, it'll never end. Rather, it makes us learn more and more and more and more how to love more. There's no such thing is too much love. There's no such thing, because there are levels that helps you grow, that helps you become the being that you should be. So that love is one of the most powerful things you could ever have. And that's all within you. It's not something you can get, but rather believe that you are, because you already love unconditionally like that before you came here. So remember that love. Remember that power the love has. Remember its presence in you. Remember how that felt like. That you can give it by loving others. And once you do, you're actually loving yourself, because we are one, remember? As you do, so shall it be to you. So that love of unconditional love is one of the things that you do want, and you can have, and already have. Number 6. Here's a really good one. Forgiveness. Forgiveness, remember I always say, has nothing to do with the perpetrator or the person that hurt you. It has everything to do with your freedom, your strength, and who you are. Forgiveness, something within that you do want. And once you do, it opens the door. It opens the door to visions. It opens the door to peace and all the other stuff. It opens the door to your own healing, and so can you heal others. Forgiveness is another powerful one that you do want. And allow it to teach you the valuable lessons that you need to learn and understand the promises of being one with the universe, and allowing that to steer you into forgiving others and forgiving yourself, and recognizing where you allowed yourself to be cut short, and then releasing that. Then you become the whole being that you are. You already are whole. But somehow you forgot that you were not. So forgiveness, begin to draw the pieces that you thought you lost and gives back to you who you are. Truly. Forgiveness is something powerful that you do want. Because on the flip side, not wanting that can be devastating. And no matter who you are, and no matter what is going on, don't care what it is, that forgiveness will create a strength in you that you never thought you ever had. Will create a strength in you that will allow you to see your way. Now, I hope this was helpful to recognizing what you want and what you do not want, and what you want to cultivate in your life to be of value. Truth. That's why when we say guard your mind, guard your thought, it really actually means choose the right thing that you do want, the things that fills you, that will benefit you. That's the key. Because if you choose what benefits you, you can't lose. You can't lose God. You can't lose love. You can't lose forgiveness and abundance and all that. You cannot lose it. It's impossible for you to lose. So why would you choose something that is not of value, but rather puts you in a state of fear, a state of questioning, a state of never being satisfied? I hope today's topic helps somebody out there and allow you to begin to focus on what it is that you want and create the life you want. And allow that to count in your life. Allow that to be significant enough to give you a direction. Because a lot of time I hear people say, oh, I'm so lost. I'm so lost. Well, here's how you figure out which way to go. Choose. You want to choose the fear, the doubts, and confusion? Or you want to choose the stuff that will last forever, the stuff that would allow you to be the person that you should be, so that you can become the person who is always bettering themselves and growing. No. The other thing I want to say is this. Every time you give yourself the understanding and the patience to ask the questions that I asked before, it will give you a clue into where your attention is, because the answers would allow you to see what you didn't see before. And believe me, you'll be surprised at yourself when you go back to read what you wrote and see where your head was and what direction you were going at. That's what the best type of you are made of. I hear people say sometimes, I remember when I was giving a lot of homework to clients, I'll ask questions and I'll say, go home and then think about this and then write some answers. And let me know how difficult it was to answer. And if it wasn't difficult, we can discuss it next time. I remember one of my clients said, wait a minute, this is not school. Why am I getting homework? And I said, in order to get to the bottom of some of the stuff that you're going through in your mind, I need to get an insight into what the wheels are turning in your head are doing, and what answers are they creating, and what stories are they telling themselves. Because that's what it is about. And one person used to ask me, I hated school. That's what the person said. I hated school. So why am I coming here and then you're reminding me of school again? Are you trying to traumatize me? And I was like, wait a minute, school was traumatizing? And he's like, well, that's not what I mean. And I said, well, that's what you said. So homework is sometimes annoying to people, and people find it hard to focus to do them, but believe me, they do work. So when you're going to a therapist or a life coach or a counselor, be open to the homework. It's actually helping you more than it is helping the therapist, because the therapist will just do their job. But with the homework, it gives you an insight of how you're really processing, and if what you're receiving in therapy, is it something that you can make use of, and is it relevant to you? I think that's important. I usually ask my clients what's working and what is not working, and if it's not working, tell me how we can work on improving it for you so you get what you need. Because for me, it was always very important to see my clients succeed and get what they need, because they have that within them. So all these questions I gave in the beginning, answer them, and you figure out something about yourself and where your focus is and what you're doing. Okay? Thank you for joining me once again. My name is Sroda Aglago. Those of you who want to send me an email or ask me questions, my email address is love, L-U-V, the number 4, give, G-I-V-E, live, L-I-V-E, @gmail.com. You may send me an email asking questions or requesting me discuss something again, or what I talked about you didn't understand and you wanted clarification. I can always go on that. And if there's a topic you want me to cover, we can also go through that and make it work. And those of you who just want to say hi or just check in, let me know. Okay? Is everybody good? I hope so. Everyone have an amazing week. Enjoy yourself with your family. And remember, we are all in this COVID situation together, and we will make it. This too will pass. Okay? Thank you. Those of you who listen on Facebook, don't forget to subscribe. Spotify. Like us and follow us. Okay? And of course, we are on Apple Music, Amazon. Thank you. And of course, on Spreaker.com. Thanks again. Bye.